you may have heard that Tucker Carlson is back. He's back, but he's on Twitter. So he did his first little video. Maybe you could call it a show. I don't know what he's going to call it, an episode. But it was one monologue, basically, similar to how he used to do on his Fox News. And I wonder how that did. Poor Tucker. He gets kicked off a show that was killing CNN by about 10 to 1 in viewership. He would have maybe 4 million when CNN would have less than 400,000. So he was about 10 times bigger than CNN, but then he lost his gig on Fox News. So the poor guy, poor Tucker Carlson, has to take his show to Twitter. And let me see an update. How many views did he get on his tiny little 64 million. 64 million. No, 68. I'm sorry. Update. 68 million. Let me say that again. CNN prime time, 300,000 to 400,000 people. Fox News, Tucker Carlson, 10 times that, 4 million. Tucker Carlson on Twitter, 15 times that so far, 20 times it. Now, I don't know how many people watched the video, because somebody said that number might be impressions, not views. Yeah, I'm seeing that in the comments. So apparently it's impressions, not views. So that doesn't mean they watched it. It means that it showed up for them to watch it. But 68 million impressions probably translates into the biggest audience for a news person of all time. That's my guess. Yeah, I mean, it could be 6 million, but it would still be record-breaking. So good for Tucker. And how did Tucker do? Well, he's got a technique that I think Hannity does this a little bit, but Tucker perfected it, where you say a bunch of things that you know your audience agrees with, and they really have some emotion in it. So you're like, oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, that's true. Oh, that's true. And then he gets to the thing that's not quite proven. After you've been nodding along, yeah, that's true, that's true, that's true, that's true. And he gets to the last thing, and you're still nodding when he says it. You're like, oh, maybe. And he did that with he starts with Nord Stream 2. And you're like, Nord Stream 2, it turns out that the Ukrainians and the Americans were behind the blowing it up. And his audience is like, yep, we knew that. I mean, it wasn't official, but we knew that. Absolutely. Nord Stream 2, and Biden lied to the country about it. Said they didn't know anything about it. Yep. And then he goes to the Ukraine dam. And now you're like, and he says the Ukraine dam almost certainly was done by Ukraine, because it was in Russian territory. And, you don't really blow up a dam in your own territory. I mean, there's some speculation about maybe there's some advantage, but not really, right? So then Tucker goes from the Nord Stream thing, which is pretty much confirmed, to the dam thing, which is not confirmed, but you pretty much know it's true, right? So now you've gone from certainly true to almost probably true, that Ukraine was behind it. And then after you're still nodding along, yep, almost probably true. I'll bet you Ukraine did blow up that dam. And the next thing you know, he's talking about the aliens being real and the whistleblower has the goods. And you're like, yep, and aliens, okay, I guess so. Aliens too. I'm on board. Let's go with the aliens. I still believe there are no aliens. But, and I'm not going to criticize Tucker for this, because he does what Joe Rogan does. And I call it recreational belief. Recreational belief. It's different from actually believing something. So recreational belief would be, like when I see stories about the pyramids, and the story will be that the aliens built them, or the story is that there was an ancient civilization in America and we've lost their technology. I don't know if any of that's true, but I like to believe it recreationally. You know what I mean? I'll believe it-ish because it's fun. I just enjoy it. So when Tucker talks about the aliens, it's either the biggest story in the history of human civilization, or it's just fun to believe it. It's just kind of fun. So I don't care if it's true or not. I don't care if he believes it or not. It's recreational. Yeah, it's Bigfoot news, and if you can just enjoy it for the fun of it, that's good. Let's just enjoy it for the fun of it. I don't believe there are any aliens. Could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. That would be the greatest thing ever. I would love to be wrong about that. I mean, I would really, really love to be wrong about it. Until they all kill us. Well, Mike Pence is in the race. And let me tell you all the interesting parts about that. Okay, there are no interesting parts about that. What he's offering you is Trump's policy, but without the fun. Trump's policies without the fun. I believe that Mike Pence would be in favor of taking the fun out of the hallucinogenics to help you cure the depression. Yes, I'm going to give you Trump's policies, but with none of the interesting fun parts. We'll just get the job done. You know what I hate about that? The thing I hate about it, it's like a really good proposition. It's a really good offer. It's like a really good offer. Like a really, really, really good offer that nobody's going to take. Poor guy. I have so much respect for Mike Pence, but it just doesn't translate into excitement.